Streamers and OnlyFans models don't always get along, and sometimes things can get tense. So these are times when streamers had to humble OnlyFans models, starting with Twitch streamer Kai Cenat, going off on cornstar legend Mia Khalifa.
Yo, I seen this. Yo, hold on. Mia Khalifa. You don't even align with this conversation.
If you've never heard of the legendary adult star Mia Khalifa, good for you. But if her name does ring a bell, you know that she's been at the center of some major controversies in the adult industry. And after poking her nose in everybody's business online, it was only a matter of time before someone put her in her place. Fast forward to March 2024 with Kai Cenat hosting South African sensation Tyla on his live stream. In an awkward turn of events, he ended up embarrassing himself by asking her out on a date, right in front of his live audience.
Tyla, would you like to go on a date with me?
Are you asking for real?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
What you mean? Why not?
Don't do that.
I'm serious. Whenever you get some free time, would you like to go on a date with me?
You can't do that. On a whole live thing.
Why not? It's true or dare.
Yeah. But we're friends though.
You right.
Yeah, we're friends.
You're right.
Kai quickly became the target of online trolling with the now famous "but we're friends though" line. And out of nowhere, Mia Khalifa jumps in with her unsolicited 2 cents, tweeting, "Like I get wanting to cultivate that young audience, but at what cost? Stay away from these little streamers." That didn't sit well with Kai. So on this very next stream, he clapped back hard, calling her out and making it crystal clear why she had no business weighing in on his situation.
Mia Khalifa, you're a GOAT. You've been put into the books. You done did your thing. You done went on your run. But you don't even align with this. You have no room to talk with this. Stay away from these little streamers. You see? I know she wasn't talking about my height. She said streamers, which means everybody. What? These people don't got no chat. People do not think that streamers. This is why I be standing on business, chat. You feel me? And this is why I love Your Rage Gaming. That nigga always sliding for me. This is why I love Your Rage Gaming. Okay? Mia Khalifa, sit this one out. Thank you. Before the mafia get on that ass.
Other streamers didn't hold back either when calling her out, but one of the most fiery takedowns came from none other than Adin Ross himself.
I ain't gonna lie, Mia Khalifa, shut the f up, bro. Like, actually shut the f up, bro. Stay with these little streamers. How of all people can you speak, bro? And Your Rage literally owned her. Fucking weird bitch, bro. Like, literally, how could she even say anything? Like, how could she say stay away from little streamers, bro? When she literally was getting like 3 BBCs gang trained by like 6'9" black guys. Like I just don't understand, bro. She can never, ever, ever say shit about streamers.
Kai and Adin definitely owned her. But before we talk about the one time Kai literally ended an OnlyFans model's career, let's take it back to when KSI put a British OnlyFans girl in her place after she tried using him for some quick clout. It's October 2022 with KSI's Misfit Boxing promo company setting up a fight between OnlyFans model Astrid Wet and influencer Keely Colbran. So during the weigh-in face-off, Keely decided to mess with Astrid, scanning the crowd for her boyfriend as part of a joke. Astrid tried to fire back by bringing KSI into it, but things didn't go as planned.
Is your boyfriend loving it? Yeah, look, there he is.
You mean your dad?
Look, he's sitting there. Look, he's sitting right there. Yeah, I bet
Do you
no
mean your
one
dad?
knew that. I bet no one knew that, exactly.
Do you think if I had a boyfriend, I would do this?
Well, there you have it.
Astrid ended up winning the fight, but the aftermath for her was crazy.
Was your ego damaged, be honest?
I was a little bit embarrassed. I was like, oh no, like it would. But then I also think if I had landed the kiss, I don't think it would have blown up as much. It would have just been like, oh, OnlyFans model kisses JJ. But because he swerved it and it was so funny for everybody else who watched, it done much better. But the only issue I had is I didn't want people thinking it was some big plan. It literally happened in a split second, and afterwards I was like, I don't know what was going through my brain, but yeah, it all worked out.
For an OnlyFans model, any publicity is good publicity. So Astrid tried to milk that attention by making another move on KSI. However, once again, he shut her down. humbling her with another rejection.
It's a message for KSI and KSI only. So JJ, hi. I just wanted to let you know that you're invited to my New Year's Eve party on the 31st of December at 8 p.m. Now, all of the food and drink will be supplied by me, and I even have a spare bedroom if you want to stay over. But I told everybody that you're coming, so I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
No. I mean, I didn't go, but what? Hey, yo, I should get your views, man. Get your views.
It's always satisfying watching OnlyFans models get a reality check from men who aren't afraid to turn them down. But just like KSI, Twitch streamer and host of the Whatever podcast, Brian Atlas, humbled an OnlyFans model who thought her kitty was the best in the world. During a September 2023 episode of that podcast, one OnlyFans model couldn't handle getting rejected by Brian.
And tolerate
you will
infidelity.
Never, I promise you though, you will never find pussy as amazing as mine and a throat as amazing as mine in your entire life.
Wait, you can actually say that. You're talking like you're comparing Jessa Rhodes, Riley Reid. Come on.
My vagina and
no,
you'll be like,
I don't want to see your vagina.
I'm okay.
Literally no.
I'll pass on the vagina. I'm a fan of vaginas, but I'm gonna pass on.
You'd be like, whoa.
I'll pass
I have like the most beautiful. Like that's how I blew up so fast. Like you would be shocked.
That's fantastic.
Not how you blew up.
Like he loves me.
Congratulations.
He loves me a lot.
That's great.
He does.
Wait,
he loves you. But he will never
by the way,
leave
did anyone
me
hear
and
she has a
do anything
beautiful
I
pussy?
want.
Did you hear what she said?
I
She's really good at sucking dick. Did you hear that part?
I just sit here and I live.
No, I'm good. Thank you though. That's a very generous offer of you.
This is
Can
normal.
fucking be friends?
We're never.
No, that's fine.
I don't care how bone your pussy is. I don't care how good. We will never.
Do not make this.
You would have to pay me.
Is this a mission? Is this a mission?
Huh? What?
You want to bet?
I don't even want to BJ.
You want to bet that you will never me?
I will never fuck you.
Are you sure?
Not like,
all right.
I don't want
Shake
to.
on it. Let's go.
Shake on it. What the bro? No.
Her ego got bruised bad. But it got worse after another guy on that same podcast rejected her in another episode streamed just 3 weeks later.
Steakhouse.
What's like your type in women?
It's fine.
But like,
I like low key. I like introverted. I like feminine. I don't like girls who party or club or anything like that. I like girls who have some substance, some depth. They like to do things like we can kick it in the crib all day.
Would you f her?
Would I f her?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Because I did.
Because you did. And
even if it was like with a condom.
No.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, have you seen my vagina? You
No.
haven't, but like it's on Google. But like it's nice.
I don't dispute that, but I wouldn't.
Why?
I just can't. It's just a turn off for me.
It was clear that the OnlyFans model was desperate for some glazing or simp attention, but they weren't giving it to her. A classic move from these models who often think their antics will always work on men, proving once again how clueless some of them can be. And speaking of being clueless, here's the time YouTuber and streamer John Zerka trolled a crazy-ass OnlyFans model for some brazy things she did.
No, I'm not good. She gave up a 3-year marriage to go to Miami. What the fuck is so good about a fucking palm tree and some fucking immigrants? What are you talking about? A 3-year marriage from Miami. She said, well, he didn't let me go to Miami.
You say men?
She threw away a 3-year marriage. Sorry, you're making her cry. Oh,
I'm sorry. We've just been through a lot and I don't know what else to do.
All right, well. After ditching her 3-year marriage and heading to Miami, Zerka came at the OF model with some straight-up facts. But I guess she couldn't handle the heat, making Zerka press her further.
I'm glad you cried. I'm the only dude on earth who told you the truth. The rest are gonna try and f you. This is the truth. I'm trying to say 40 fucking years of your life. You're gonna be 40 years alone.
Consequences, bro. Like, women can't handle the truth. They really can't, bro.
You say that men...
Next up, we've got another streamer who's never shy about calling out OF models, Sneeko. He's been banned left and right for controversial takes, but when it comes to OnlyFans models, he's like the Batman of social media. And that's not because he's out there fighting crime, but because he's out here keeping these models in check with every chance he gets. Like one time when he humbled an OF model trying to crash out on him during the Fresh and Fit podcast by simply testing her basic intelligence.
Do you think women should vote?
Yeah.
Okay, now that you say that, you think women should vote. Can you spell Miami? The city of Miami. Can you spell it?
M.
Yeah.
I.
Yeah.
E.
Yeah.
M. I.
Yeah. So that's exactly why women shouldn't vote. It's a 5-letter word, and we're in the city, and there's signs everywhere, and she just spelled it wrong. Like, the easiest letter of the 5, she couldn't get right.
Another time, he almost made tears roll down the eyes of popular OF model Sam Frank after debating with her why she should quit OnlyFans.
Okay, well, if you're trying to convert me, why do you, like, you think that's the best thing for me, really? Like, to convert and stop doing OnlyFans?
You should quit, yeah.
See, when you ask me that question,
It's
my
not a question.
mind...
I'm saying you should quit.
Okay, when you say that to me, that makes my mind run on into why would he not want what's best for me? Because you know anybody who does
What's best for you?
OnlyFans...
It's saving your soul. It's going to get you into Jannah.
It's the best business option for any girl right now.
Can you take that money with you when you die?
No.
No. So hopefully that's the best thing you can do is make it into heaven.
Sam tried to justify her actions by saying she does OF to support her parents and family, but Sneako wasn't letting that slide. He pressed her even harder, making it clear that OnlyFans wasn't the only way to make money.
But like, I just feel like you don't understand like why I actually do this. Like I actually have.
I know you want to make money.
No, I have to support my parents. Like they have bills to pay. Like they can't. My parents can't make enough money in order to live. Like I have to help support them. And
Sure.
I have their blessing. I ask for my parents'
You don't have God's blessing.
I think I do. I think I have a strong enough
God is not
relationship
blessing.
with him.
God is not blessing OnlyFans.
What? He's not. Okay. Why do you come at me so hard and call me demonic when you know I have, like, I'm genuinely not trying to do
Be
that?
careful, though. The waiters are making a scene. Do you want to go to the bathroom for a second? I have a couple things to talk about. You can come up. I don't want to make you upset right now.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a deep breath.
Okay.
You do your thing.
Aside from going viral for her content and leaks on X, Sam Frank has been linked to multiple streamers like Jack Doherty and Neon. And just like Sneako, one of her exes, Neon, also had to check an OnlyFans girl who tried crashing out on him during his stream. In Neon's case, though, the OnlyFans model in question tried taking over and controlling everything during his supposed 30-day subathon.
No, I'm gonna say it to your face. So
Yeah. No, because you already had the opportunity to say it, right?
No, I'm gonna say it right now.
No, when you call me in the room, right?
I'm gonna say it right now.
No, when you call me in the room, right?
What?
So what the fuck are you talking about? You're talking about, just being completely disrespectful. I came here, was nothing, like I was cool to your stream.
Yeah, so we're gonna
I never
talk to you
said
guys.
anything to you, and you're not gonna get me out of character in a weird ass way. But don't ever say someone is homeless or has cockroaches or anything of the sort. You think that's funny, but you're really a bald ass weirdo. Like,
Okay, so sit down.
No, I'm not gonna sit down. I'm gonna stand up. This is not my show. Like, this is not your show. I'm gonna stand up and control what's going on because you're really a weirdo ass nigga, and you couldn't say it to my face. You have to say it behind my back because you're a punk. You've been a punk. I seen them little ass in New York while you put you in headlocks.
After hearing everything she had to say, Neon flipped the script on her by sending her packing from his content house.
But the thing is, you're in my house. You flew all the way to come to me. You flew 5 hours to come to me. You came to me. I didn't come to you. You came to me. You're in my house. So get the f out of my house. Goodbye. See ya. What I want to be. You came to me, bitch. You came to me. Wow. I didn't come to you. You took your time out of your day. You packed your bags. You came to me. Out of here. You came to me. Now you're gonna get the f out.
I'm fucking with this version of Neon, bro.
Right?
I'm bravo with it.
Bro, it's just, don't come in my house and think you run shit. Who the f are you? I don't even know your f***ing name.
Speaking of Neon crashing out on OF models, the irony hit hard when his own girlfriend, Sam Frank, who's deep in the OnlyFans game, got humbled in the most savage way. Streamer Vitaly took things to another level by printing out her OF pics and asking her to sign them like autographs. Her reaction? Just check it out yourself.
What's wrong with you?
What's up?
What the f***'s wrong with you?
Nothing. I wanted to get an autograph.
Do you have a problem?
No, 2 + 2 is 4.
Look how nervous he is.
I'm not nervous.
Do you want
You're a grown. You're not crazy.
Yo, you're dating an OnlyFans girl,
You're a
bro.
grown ass man doing this.
Oh yeah,
Get a
so
grip.
what? You're a fucking Indian twin. You're an Indian twin, bro. You're a fucking Indian twin. Come on, let me suck your f***ing bro. Yeah, what's up? What's up, my boy? I'm not gonna touch your boy.
I'm 19 years old. You're a.
I wanted your autograph. I'm a fan, bro. I want to get an autograph, bro. What the f*** did I do? Why are you so hurt, bro? It's okay. I do OF too, bro.
You're a loser.
I'm a loser?
Who gives a fuck about you?
Damn, you're hurt. You're hurt, bro. You're hurt. Oh. We kissed now. Oh, that was amazing.
Forget Vitali's wild response for a second, but if you missed it, Sam Frank actually spat in his face. Vitali played it cool at first, but later called the cops on her. And she was looking at getting locked up for battery, so she was forced to apologize.
This circumstance, she spit on, which is a battery. So it sounds like I'm probably going to have to arrest her for battery. You're going to go to court because we were released after they do your fingerprints and stuff.
I need you to say, I'm sorry, King Vitali.
I'm sorry, King Vitali. I'm so sorry, sir.
Thank you.
Because you know what? If I do this again, I will end up in jail. And that's so unnecessary. For views, who cares?
I mean, you've got to admit, he humbled her on a whole different level. But maybe not as savage as what this guy did to another OF model on the Whatever podcast.
Why were you the only one?
Like,
Why are
have
you
you
so
ever gotten
angry?
in trouble,
Why are you so angry?
like, in class?
You're just angry
I think
right
you're
now.
just as expressive as I am.
You're
and I think when a
angry.
woman like kind of like barks back at you, it's an issue.
During one episode of the podcast, a guy on Brian Atlas's panel had an issue with an OnlyFans girl he felt was being disrespectful to everyone. And just when she tried picking a fight with him, he humbled her fast.
I don't know how being on my phone correlates to cheating. That's f***ing ridiculous. Like, girl right now.
A lot of things will be hard for you to comprehend. That's why you're in sex work, because you can't offer value in the marketplace.
She tried giving a comeback, but that dude clearly wasn't done with her.
Wow. See, your brain dead. That's a problem. That's why you have to interrupt me while I'm talking. I gave you the floor. You didn't want to take it because you don't have any thoughts or anything to say.
I do have
Here's
thoughts
my
and
point.
things to say.
And don't worry, I'm not really talking to you. I'm speaking against you as a symbol.
Mhm.
So don't take personal
As a symbol,
offense
which is
to
what?
it.
A symbol of what?
A symbol of a declining society where people
Gotcha.
lack values.
Mhm.
So the point is this. If you had IQ and skills to offer to the marketplace, you
Gotcha.
can earn a good income. Being that the most valuable thing about you is something that you never earned. You didn't earn knowledge, you didn't earn skills. It's your breast that you're paid for and your butthole. So you market that to earn money.
That was a straight up violation. It kind of looked like he had a personal vendetta against her. I mean, honestly, maybe she should have just let it go, but because she didn't, he delivered the fatality.
So I'm the one with like the least IQ here, even though I do
No,
the
no,
least,
no, no, no,
even
no.
though
I'm-
I do
you
like
might
the
not
least
be.
amount on OnlyFans,
I
but
surmise,
but because I'm the only woman who's barking back at you, like I'm this brain dead fucking bimbo who has nothing to offer to
that's
society.
Not why. I
I'm-
took
and what
your
about
brain. If I took your brain and placed your brain into a man's body, you would be in poverty
You caught me.
because you're brainless.
Oh,
Carrying on.
You're right. Yeah, I'm just good for nothing. Yep, you caught me.
No, you are good for something. That's why you have OnlyFans, and that's my point. Is that that's what you're good for?
But we got to switch gears now and head back to the Whatever podcast, because that's where the really juicy stuff goes down. In one of the most talked about episodes, two OF models start chatting with each other while Brian Atlas was in the middle of a conversation with others. It got under his skin a bit, and he called him out for it. Their response, though, well, that just made him even more heated.
What's going on over here? What's the deal?
We were just talking about Chipotle.
What were you actually saying though?
I said, I'm so bored. And she said, let's go get Chipotle.
It's kind of rude, don't you think?
Well, I think it's kind of rude to be asking a woman to explain something that she's explained so many times. I'm on a podcast where men are begging women to explain themselves, and I'm complaining about how women are having to explain themselves constantly. That is kind of like dumb.
Someone has a...
But also is driving 5 hours from Washington to be on this podcast. That's dumb.
Drive here. I
fly here, whatever.
For work. This
She-
is my
For
job.
work. This is a wow. What respect I have for you.
Bro,
Okay.
Brian's not about to let that disrespect slide. So instead of getting embarrassed and trolled on his own stream, he did this.
Oh, you
See
can
ya.
go really.
You can leave. Get up. Leave.
You're shaking too now. Hey, we're both shaking.
Okay.
Wait, you literally can't hold your camera.
You can leave. Get out of my studio. Hey, get out.
I can't give her my number.
No, you have to leave.
Wait, now you got my
Damn.
Brian wasted no time kicking her out, making it clear it was his show, and he wasn't about to let anyone clown him in front of his crew. But if you thought Brian was bad, wait until you hear about his co-host, Andrew Wilson. Now, Andrew's been at the center of plenty of drama on this stream, thanks to his wild, no-filter logic that most OF models can't seem to wrap their heads around or keep up with. Out of all the heated arguments and nerve-wracking moments he's brought to that podcast, one stands out. And that's when he puts famous OF star Bonnie Blue in her place.
Would you recommend that men go to a prostitute so that they can get rid of their V card? Does that sound
The
like
amount,
it's very
like-
virtuous to you?
So after they've slept with me, they're confident, they're walking away, like they'll continue like asking for tips, messaging me. The next person they sleep with, they're going to be able to give that woman a good experience.
After some back and forth, Andrew drops a heavy point, calling out Bonnie for sleeping with 100 college guys for her OF content. He labeled it as downright degenerate and argued that if the roles were reversed, a man doing the same thing would probably be sitting in jail for sexual assault. I mean, he didn't hold back, even calling her actions predatory. But the real humbling moment here was when Andrew hit Bonnie Blue with a reality check, letting her know that her dreams of having kids and a family in the future are nearly impossible, given her notorious OnlyFans career.
To do a high school survey and say, would you prefer that your mom 100 men over a small period of time like a week or not? What do you think they'd say?
It's very different because I've been able to find a life for them.
Yeah, no, what do you think they'd say?
Yeah, they probably wouldn't agree. But there's a lot more to it than a simple question.
Yeah, now what if you asked him, now your mom, she gets stuffed by 100 dudes over a weekend, right? And she filmed it for everybody to see, but she's going to make sure that, you have the newest Nintendo. Do you think they'd say then, oh, well, great, I'm going to have the newest Nintendo and stuff. So that offsets it. Do you think they would answer yes then?
And it's funny because after going viral for her college escapades, Bonnie Blue pulled off another over-the-top OF stunt, and this time with fellow model Lily Phillips. We're not going to get into the details of that one here, but just like Andrew called out Bonnie, American commentator Candace Owens would have her moment humbling Lily. But before we get to that, let's talk about that one time Candace actually dropped truth bombs on a bunch of OF models.
I'm just speaking on telling you, this is why women struggle to get married when they've made themselves available on OnlyFans, because other men don't want to share. They don't want to share their wife. They maybe will share their girlfriend. They might think it's fun to date for a little bit. They might think, oh, this means I'm going to have sex 12 times a day. But then when it gets down to just their biological instinct, it's actually quite embarrassing for them as a man, because they can look up your girl and here she is, So that's what I think is happening.
After Lily Phillips went viral for her shocking stunt of sleeping with 100 men in 24 hours, Candace Owens, who isn't exactly a streamer but often shows up on live podcasts, didn't hold back. She kicks things off by asking Lily what her parents think about her actions.
So my parents don't describe it as being violated. They don't really see it in that way. They know I've always been very liberal, and to be honest, my parents, they're not coaching me into it. They're not telling me, please keep having these people at all. They're not, they're not really exactly, I wouldn't really say like supportive, but at the end of the day, they love me. And what is it going to do if they disown me, stop talking to me? That would only cause more heartache. So they see it from a standpoint of, my mum does like my finances because she wants to help me. They just want to do what they can to help. It's not so much like if they disown me tomorrow, like, I think that would just make everyone more upset.
But on the contrary, Candace feels her parents are actually involved more than Lily might think, and it might just be some form of abuse.
There's love for their child. I'm saying that it is unnatural for your mother to be counting the finances that you're earning from having 100 strangers violate you on the internet for cash, And that is the part that there's just no way to normalize that. There's no way to normalize that. I'm a parent. There's no way, like I have a daughter, and the idea of being involved in that, like, it's not saying that if she goes down that path, that you're not going to be there and pray and hope that, she changes and speak to her about that and say, I'm always going to love you. But I view it as predatory, parental behavior. And I don't think it's fair to even describe it as my parents are liberal. I mean, I'm obviously not a liberal, I'm a conservative, but none of my liberal friends, liberal family members, their parents would view this also as demonic, whether they have faith or not. They would just say, what parent would want that for their child? Because your mother is old enough to understand what the implications are for your future. You already comprehend what the futures are, making it, I get that you turn everything into a joke. I think you do that really to protect yourself as an armor. I don't think you actually think it's funny, but to recognize that, like, you're a beautiful young girl, and you're never going to have the prospects. You're not going to have a man that wants to have a family with you because they're going to see you as damaged goods. Your mother partaking in that, just so you know, is a form of abuse. It is.
Last but not least, there's the Kai Cenat situation with the OnlyFans star Layla Red. During one of his live streams, Kai hops on a video call with Layla, trying to rizz her up and get her to come over to the AMP crib in ATL, since they were both posted there at the time.
Where you at?
In the A. Where you at? You ain't here with me?
I'm in the A too.
Oh, not with me though.
I know. That's why we here.
I'm finna pull up on you.
Say on God. I'm sending you my coordinates. I'm sending you my coordinates right now. I'm sending you my coordinates right now. I'm sending you my coordinates. I'm rocking.
Hurry.
Wait, what's your? Wait, tell Marco to send me your. Wait, hold on. What's your name, shorty?
While this kind of content is nothing new on Kai's streams, it seems like he and Layla Red, aka Kiara Rush, might have had something more going on afterward. Because just a couple of weeks later, she goes online, accusing Kai of owing her $5,000 for their intimate encounter. So to stir things up even more, she leaks photos of them sharing a bed, leaving Kai with no other option than to address the situation in his next stream.
I see some more dumb shit. I probably know. Okay? You probably know, bro. Okay? You know. Alright? It's some dumb shit, clout chasing real shit going on right now, bro. But it's alright though. It's alright though, chat. I'll see you in court. Got you.
Kayla posted more screenshots and even a screen-recorded video, claiming Kai indeed owed her $5,000 after initially paying $5,000 for the meetup, and after a few more back and forths from both sides. Kai Cenat finally dropped a bombshell during one stream. He revealed that he never actually sent Layla Red the $5,000, and that it was all a setup from her to make her story seem more believable.
The only receipt there is you, $50? So wait, hold on, Kiara Rush. So not only did you lie, but you Photoshop and these dumb really ran with it?
Kai also exposed her to having signed an NDA meant to protect him from anything they discussed. He then drops the bomb that she commits revenge porn by leaking his nudes online, which is illegal and punishable by law. But the biggest and most brutal move Kai made, which hands down topped everything else in this situation, was buying the domain for her website that directly led to her OnlyFans account.
Oh my God! We got you. Hold on. Wait. Here is the KiaraRush.com website. Kiara Rush exposed as a liar. Look, every single. Thank you, Ryan. Hold on, what else though? Every single clip for anybody who messes up. Oh wait, I don't know Kiara's real name. Hold on, we don't know it. Oh no. Here it is. Kiara Rush is supposed to be a liar once again. Thank you, Ryan. No matter what, for the rest of your life, this will be here. You should have bought it.
Kai Cenat bought that domain for Layla Red's website, so now anytime someone Googles her, all the stuff she did and lied about shows up, instead of her OnlyFans content. This ruined Layla Red's adult star career, forcing her to early retirement because the whole internet saw her as a fraud. But weeks later, she tendered an apology to Kai during an interview with DJ Small's Eyes.
Am I kissing? I'm really, really sorry about exposing you for not paying me? No. But am I sorry for how it turned out? Yeah, because we could have handled it better, you know? So, yeah.
And while she's still active on X, she tried making a comeback, but her OnlyFans career hasn't been the same ever since. And hey, you know what also is not the same? These videos showing up on your screen right now. They're crazier than this one. So be sure to click on one right now, and I'll see you there.